I'm sorry, but after seeing these Grammy nominations, I have to go on a little rant. These nominations are a joke. No shade, but it's looking like the TikTok Awards more than the Grammy Awards. I know the Grammys have lost a ton of credibility over the years, but this year is truly a new low. Yes, I know I'm being dramatic, but I genuinely cannot wrap my head around some of these nominations. But also, 2025 has been such a bad year for pop and mainstream music, so really, these nominations are just a reflection of that. First, I want to specifically talk about Katseye. Honestly, I don't think anyone, not even their most dedicated fans, myself included, expected them to receive a Grammy nomination. And it's not because they're still early in their careers. It's because their music simply hasn't reached the level of quality that typically justifies a nomination for Best Pop Duo Group Performance. If you watch this channel, you already know I'm a huge stan of Katseye, so this isn't coming from a place of hate or bias. But let's be real. Are we really saying that 2025 was such a weak year for pop music that Gabriella ended up being one of the top contenders? Now, I know some people will probably call me a hater for saying this, but that's not what this is. I fully acknowledge that these girls are incredibly talented and have worked relentlessly since the Dream Academy. Their growth and dedication are undeniable. But Gabriella, or really any of their releases so far, just doesn't meet the bar for a so-called prestigious award like the Grammys. That being said, when you look at the broader landscape of pop in 2025, it's not entirely shocking. It says less about Katseye and more about how underwhelming this year has been for pop music overall. Do I think Gabriella is a bad song? No. Do I think it deserves a Grammy nomination? Also, no. But its nomination honestly reflects just how weak the pop music was this year. It's becoming increasingly rare to see new mainstream artists who are true craftsmen. Artists who genuinely pour their heart, soul, and creative energy into their work. The industry has shifted into a space where virality often holds more value than artistry. Many rising artists aren't necessarily striving to create timeless music anymore. They're strategizing for that next big TikTok moment. And as a result, we're seeing nominations like this one, songs that dominate social media but lack real musical depth or staying power. But at the same time, I can't entirely fault these artists for chasing virality. The system itself rewards it. In today's landscape, all it takes is one viral trend to catapult a song to the top of the charts, and sometimes even into Grammy consideration. It's wild to think about, but one well-timed TikTok sound can turn into a Song of the Year contender. A perfect example of this is Gail's ABCDEFU from 2021. The track was undeniably catchy and perfectly suited for TikTok. It exploded in popularity almost overnight. But did that alone justify a nomination for Song of the Year? Absolutely not. When nominations like that happen, it chips away at the Grammys' credibility. I'm not saying that viral songs should automatically be disqualified. There's nothing wrong with a track gaining traction online. But when it starts to feel like virality is the only criterion, it undermines what these awards are supposed to represent: excellence in artistry, songwriting, and performance. The Grammys have always been seen as the gold standard for recognizing musical achievement, but when songs that exist solely for social media trends start to dominate the conversation, it sends a message that popularity, not quality, is the main measure of success. Maybe the Grammys have always been this way. I don't know. I've only started paying closer attention in recent years, but for an award show that's marketed as the most prestigious honor an artist can receive, it certainly doesn't feel that way when TikTok hits are being prioritized over artists who genuinely pour passion and artistry into their music. Even most of the Song of the Year nominations this time around feel underwhelming. If this is truly a reflection of the best that mainstream music had to offer this year, then the industry might be in trouble. Maybe my standards are too high, I don't know. But when you see Justin Bieber getting nominated for Album of the Year, tracks like Man-Child and Anxiety collecting endless nominations, Yukon by Justin Bieber getting nominated for Best R&B, Twitch streamers getting nominations, it's hard not to feel frustrated. We have got to do better than this, genuinely. But anyway, let me know your thoughts below. I am done ranting for today, and now I will go stream Kehlani's new song.